Hello students, today I will be discussing about electron pairs and electronegativity. Before I start to discuss about electronegativity, we should learn about electron pairs first. Electron pairs are of two types, lone pairs and bond pairs. As the name suggests, lone pair remains very lonely and they do not participate in the bond formation. Whereas in the bond pairs, they do participate in the bond formation. As you can see, carbon has 0 lone pair, nitrogen has 1, oxygen has 2, and halogens, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, has 3 lone pairs each. But here I do not add the astatine because it is radioactive. Before we start to know about how bond pairs are formed, we should know about this concept. Single electron transposses, in the process of single electron transfer, the sign is single arrow, and when the electron pair transfer process is going, then the sign will be double arrow. Okay, so in case of bond pairs formation, let us assume the A and B both atoms have one valence electron each. So by sharing those valence electron, they formed AB bond. In the AB bond, there are two electrons. One is from A and other is from B. So in this AB bond, these two electrons are called bonding electron pair or bond pair. So this is the formation of bond pair. Okay, but in case of breaking of a bond, there could be two cases. One is heterolytic cleavage and other is homolytic cleavage. So first is heterolytic cleavage. Let us assume there are two bonding electron pairs in AB bond. Let us assume A pulls out both the electron pairs towards itself and leading to the breaking of the bond. Thus A becomes A minus and B becomes B plus. Thus A is anionic and B is cationic. So A minus is called anion and B minus is called cation. Anion is also called acidic critical and cation is also called the basic critical. Here irregular distribution occurs. Okay, so here there are two electrons. The two electrons should be distributed equally, one for A and one for B, but this is not happening here. Okay, so here is irregular distribution of electron occurs. A takes away both the electrons, B gets nothing. So it is heterolytic in nature, and the bond breaking is also called cleavage. So this reaction named as heterolytic cleavage. Whereas in the other case, A and B both have two electrons from A and B each. A takes one electron and B takes away one electron. That's how A and B bonds gets baked and formed A dot and B dot. That is A with one electron, one free electron, and B with other free electron. These free elements, this species of one free electrons are called free radicals. This is not on your syllabus, but you can learn it easily. So in this case, the bond breaking gets regularly distributed. Okay, so electrons of this bond gets regularly distributed, one for each atom. So this is called homolytic cleavage. Okay, and now we have learned about the bond pairs and the bonding electron pairs as well. So let us move on the topic of electronegativity. So what is electronegativity? Electronegativity is the tendency of an atom of an element to attract the bonding electron pairs towards itself. Okay, if I repeat, the tendency of an atom of an element to attract the bonding electron pair towards itself. Okay, so here HCl, in case of HCl, the H and the Cl both has a somewhat electronegativity value. Okay, but here we can see from this given chart what I have given you, the chlorine has an electronegativity value of 3.1 and hydrogen has 2.2. Greater is the electronegativity value, greater is the attractive pull of that atom towards the greater the attractive pull of the bonding atom towards the corresponding element. Okay, so chlorine has 3.1, is just the greater electronegative value than hydrogen. So the bonding electron pair will attract towards chlorine. That makes Cl del minus and hydrogen del plus. Here should be noted that you guys have a doubt about the del. What is the del, and why we use the del minus, not the discrete charge that is minus. Why we do not use the minus or plus, rather than we use del plus or del minus. So it should be noted that atoms of elements only attack the bonding electron pair towards itself, not break the bond totally. In case of electronegativity difference, the atoms of the elements only attack the bonding electron pair towards itself, not break the bond totally. So this can be denoted as that here chlorine has the greater electronegativity value than hydrogen, so chlorine does not takes away the both of the bonding electron pairs and making it chlorine minus and hydrogen plus. Here the chlorine has the discrete minus and the hydrogen has discrete charge. This is not to be happened. Okay, so but the pull of the electron toward, they actually chlorine pull the electron towards itself but do not pull the electron pair on itself and leading the breaking of the bond. They do not break the bond. Here by electronegativity difference they do not break the bond. They only shift the electron pairs towards itself. As there is shifting of electron pairs occurred, so only infinitesimal very small amount of electron is moved from the hydrogen or the middle of the bond to the center of the bond towards the chlorine. So the slight electron density will be higher towards chlorine. Slight electron density will be higher. So that is why chlorine gets very small negative charge in it, which is indicated by del, that is very small amount, del minus. And the electropositive, those atoms which has less electronegative value are called electropositive. So electropositive atom gets positive, that is why hydrogen gets positive charge. Okay, and it should be noted that generally all the metals are electropositive. They do not attack the bonding electron pair towards itself. Okay, I hope it is very much clear to you. If you have any doubt, then please do ask me. Okay, and the other thing is, the last thing about the electronegativity is the electronegativity value is proportional to the charge by radius. As we in the group in the periodic table, in the group, the charge of all the element in a group, the charge of all the element is same, but radius gets larger on going from up to bottom. On going from up to bottom, the radius gets increased. So the electronegativity charge is same, charge is constant, but radius is increased. So on going from up to bottom in a group, the electronegativity become less or decreases. But for period, on going from left to right, radius decreases. That is why electronegativity increases. I hope it is very much clear to you, but if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. Okay, thank you.